What's up, Calcasieu Parish? I'm Kayla LeGros.
And I'm Blaine Campbell. Coming up on Cpsb-Tv, Beta collects Valentine's Day cards to give to local nursing homes.
Students tell us what their favorite movies are.
And the spotlight is on Sulphur High health teacher Connor Lloyd. You might learn some interesting facts about him. Stay tuned.
But first, both Barbe and Sulphur AP Psychology classes are working on a project to promote positive mental health and school culture.
We have been studying cognition, research methods, social psych in our course, and one of the theories that we learned about in social psychology was social learning theory. And so what our students did was try to create some propaganda that was positive. We hope to post them on our social media sites and to post them around campus to model that behavior and kind of play out social learning theory live and prime just with some good positive messages.
This Valentine's Day, High Hope Nursing Home asked us to show some love to our local seniors in the community.
The elderly citizens have been quarantined due to the ongoing pandemic for a year. To show them some love, Sulphur High Beta Club picked up more than 800 homemade and store-bought cards from classes.
So today we're picking up Valentine's Day cards for the Stonebridge residents and High Hill residents, and we saw them outreach on Facebook for some Valentine's love, so we wanted to see how Sulphur could give back to them, both campuses, and make their Valentine's Day better. And we just wanted to make them feel loved since they've been shut in so long due to the pandemic and hurricanes. So we're picking up those cards and we're excited to go give it to them.
Thank you for sending a tornado of cards.
On National Signing Day, February 3rd, athletic recruits from around the country signed letters of intent to play college athletics.
Sulphur High had 4 senior football players that were lucky enough to be a few of them. Zane Bryan is going to Louisiana College, and Albert Allen's choice is St. Mary's.
Dylan McFarland's is the University of Arkansas in Monticello, and Caleb Harris's choice is University of Louisiana in Lafayette. The spotlight is currently on high school health teacher and assistant baseball coach Connor Lloyd. There are many secrets you might not know about him.
I think the relationships that you build, I feel like in health also being a half credit, I teach almost everybody in the school. And so walking to the teacher's lounge, walking through the lunch line, things like that, I get to see students that I taught, 2-3 years ago now. And I teach, close to 300 students a year. And so those are 300 people that I get to know their names, get to know their personalities. And then, I enjoy seeing them after class too, and saying hey to them and catching up with them and finding out what they're doing with their lives. And so I think the relationships and the friendships that you build from teaching those people is always fun, and fun to see, fun to watch kids grow. So. My dad, like I said, my dad was a baseball coach for close to 30 years, and very successful at it. And I spent a lot of time at the baseball field. Those are a lot of my childhood memories. I spent a lot of birthdays out at the ballpark. And then, it was just something that we always did. We always played baseball. We'd go to baseball practice. We'd go to baseball games. We'd come home. We'd play baseball in the yard. It was always something that I was always around. I was always associated with baseball. And so then I went and played at McNeese and was able to have an opportunity to coach there for a year, and then also moved to Texas, coached there for a year, and then moved back here to Sulphur, and have been coaching here ever since. And again, I got into it because I wanted to help kids improve their game and do things like that. And as I've grown, I've really geared my approach towards life lessons.
Thanks for being a great Sulphur High teacher, and keep up the great work.
This year, JAG students are reading stories over Zoom to elementary students for volunteer hours.
What's going on today?
Today we read for community service of JAG. We're required to get 15 hours, and with everything going on with Corona and COVID, it makes it very difficult for us to go about that. So Ms. Bushdale came up with the idea of us volunteering to read to some of the younger elementary schools.
They're so funny, and they're interactive, and they laugh, and I love kids, and they're a fun crowd to read for, and I enjoy it. The elementary elementary kids get, like, I feel like they get out of, like, what they get out of it is, like, they get to socialize and, like with older people and kind of see how high school's like. And, you know, they get to talk to older kids, which is something that I know, like, all kids like to do. They like to talk to the older kids.
With COVID around, many people have been watching movies in their free time. We asked students what their favorite movies are.
My favorite movie is The Day After Tomorrow because it's a survivor's movie after a natural disaster.
Step Bros, which is a funny movie.
Mean Girls because it has always been my favorite movie. Like, I love Mean Girls.
Fantastic Mr. Fox because it is the funniest film I probably ever watched.
The Call of the Wild by Jack London, the novel and the movie, because I'm an outdoorsman and that's what it's about.
My favorite movie would be anything with Jason Momoa in it because it's Jason Momoa.
That's all we have for this week.
Thanks for joining us, and be sure to follow us at Cpsb-Tv on any of these social media sites.
See you next time.